What are we doing here? What are we doing here? H. No, the folks used to push H on that. Salute to my audience. Hope you and the folks are good. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe every Ross Clark video, yeah? Appreciate you. Notification bell on. At some point, couple other uploads maybe. You know what I'm saying? Try and improve things. You know how it goes, slowly but surely, man. But just make sure you're locked in. Prayers. Can never forget the prayers, them, Salute. Enough prayers on my Instagram today, boy. It's crazy. And if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen I posted a clip from 2020. Yeah, 2020. And not to promote it, because we don't promote, arguing with females. However, there was once upon a time I was arguing with Dutch's sister, Princess. Something I regret doing, but at the time, I used to smoke weed and that. Nothing like the smokers corner, please. And argument started and I was on live. So, but my point being, you hear me say what we doing here, innit? Now, cast your mind back 48 hours or so. Chronic, aka Dangles, from the smokers section, was telling me, his brethren established that 2-3 years ago. So let's all do the maths. Okay. So Dangles, my boy, you're telling me it was 2-3 years ago. Even if we forget we're in 2026 and we go back to what, 25. Let's take off 2 years. What, 2023? 2 years was 2023. Take off 3 years. What, we in 2022? This footage was 2020. It's over, buddy. Stop the nonsense. You're just full of cap with tags on. It's crazy. Yeah? You're over there in the smoker's corner doing strange things, my guy, for weed. No. We're nothing alike. So when I say something, I just like to back it up with receipts. So going back to my Insta post, that's the only reason why I posted it. I felt like it was deserved. I felt like people are really trying to paint a narrative like I would steal somebody's slogan. Huh? So I felt like, yeah, post that up, man. Let them know on that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've been hearing Dangles has been assassinating my character on TikTok live. That's places I'm never at. But it's cool, I get it. When you look at the large picture, you was embarrassed when you had to be summoned by Simon, your boss. So then he probably told you all sorts of things that made you feel all sorts of awkward. So then what did you do the next day? You rebelled and tried to make amends by assassinating my character. And that's cool, bro. I hear you was over there talking with the next smoker. Crazy to me. Smokers are us. Is your section. And you lot was discussing my first case that I went to jail for and stuff I've spoken about openly and nothing to hide. If you're from the streets, you know the pattern. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you continue to do that. I heard certain folks was getting onto you over there and that also. So I hear things, Brody. But Dangles is cool, man. Dangles, maybe Sunday we go live again, I'm going to give you some time to just get your mind right, You came across that day very, is submissive the right word I want to use? Or just very professional? You wasn't the normal person I see online that day. I don't know if it's because we was, over the FaceTime thing, not face to face, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's different, isn't it? As opposed to not seeing, man. You see it. Maybe, I don't know. But you definitely showed a lot of respect. I salute that. It's only right. Justified. Now, that to the side, the boy Fredo. Wait. It's all sorts of Tuesday. We was told all sorts of things for Tuesday. Things happening in Dubai. Turbulence. And then what did we find to see? We see that Bouncer has landed back in Dubai, where Ambush is. And there was a scheduled meet, what do we call it? To promote the mixtape, release party. You know, that kind of vibe. Hands and feet. Yeah. Now, here's where it gets confusing for me. As a spectator, I got my popcorn. You know, I see Bouncers landed back. I know Ambush to be in Dubai. I believe there was a time for kickoff around 7:30. Cool. You know, I'm at work. I finish my day. I know Dubai is what? Is it 4 hours in front of us or wherever it is? But anyway, it gets to that time. I see Bouncer make an announcement that stated Ambush has left the UAE. He's left Dubai. It's over, buddy. But then I saw Ambush in a car park. What we doing here? All sorts of fuckery. All sorts of confusion. You know? Yeah? Gracefully. So now I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, okay, scenario A. Ambush left the country. But if Ambush left the country, how was Ambush in a car park? Stating the time of 7 something. The alleged schedule for the launch. So to complete scenario A would tell me, you're telling me Bouncer didn't show up to the event. It was a no-show from Bouncer. So scenario B, Ambush flew out of Dubai, knowing he didn't want no hands and feet with Bouncer or any other folks. And what he then did was reset his phone. And the watch that he zoomed into, the Rolex watch, just looked like a roll. Papers for that thing there. All sorts of things looking fraudulent. No shade. Just my opinion. It's crazy. But watches were reset. Phones were reset. Just to make the post, to make it look like at that time he was at that location, which is crazy to me. What are you doing here? Since when did badness look like this? So it's either scenario A or it's scenario B. A, Bouncer never showed up to the event. Ambush was there in the car park, ready for the event. Yeah? Or scenario B, Bouncer landed back in Dubai. Ambush cut out from Dubai, but however, the night before at 7:30, he took this video and saved it in the archive. A or B? Let me know in the comments. We need to get to the, of this. It's crazy. Now, Fredo. Fredo. When was Fredo's last drop? About 4 months ago? Fredo yesterday has dropped a song titled Running. And I must say, he's approached it with smoke. It's actually a good, I don't want to call it a song, but it's good. It's good. I think Fredo's very improved when it comes to rapping from how he used to rap back in the day. I commend him for that. Perfecting his art. Salute. But everybody talking about all sorts of disrespect in that song there. all sorts of names being mentioned, all sorts of things being mentioned. Now, Fredo's a man that knows how to market, knows how to present a project that's going to get people talking. Hence why we're doing it now. I'll salute him for that also. Sick. What's the repercussions? No hands and feet. I'm just talking about musically. I heard some artists' names mentioned. Clavish was mentioned. Marlo was mentioned. Excuse me. Can't remember what other rappers' names was mentioned, but those two I remember hearing clearly. Forgive me if I'm saying this to my audience, not like the rappers want me to forgive them for not being mentioned, but, you know. But all sorts of disrespect. Clavish, I believe, will respond. And I think it's, although those rappers that I mentioned cannot see it for what it is, they will feel personally offended, naturally. This is, it sounds crazy because it doesn't sound positive, but it's actually good for the music scene. This could ignite some things. So let's see. Let's see where we go from here. If I'm one of them people that's been mentioned, I'm in the studio now. So this could be good. This could be the start of 2026 in the UK music industry that we needed. So salute to Fredo for doing that. Now, disrespect is disrespect, naturally, you know. But if you can profit, sometimes think business. When you cross people's paths, naturally you're going to do what you're going to do. It's different when, obviously, if it's a situation where, you know, we've lost people from things. So it's not a place for me to speak on, so I won't. But all I will say is, definitely you can think business as well. You know, I'm trying to say you can definitely do both. You know what I'm saying? Read between the lines. So Fredo's forwarded back. Running is the mad thing right now. It's running up the place right now. I'm sure the views was on a crazy number as well within a day. Crazy. So salute to him and his team. But let's see where it goes from here, man. We've heard all sorts of rumors on Fredo's name. Let's not speculate. You know, from the new jewels, and seems fine to me. Yeah, fine to me, bad man. All sorts of quids. So let's see where we go. Let's see who responds. Good marketing for all those involved. That's what I'm going to say on a positive note. Now it's the landing, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure your notification bell is on. Same time tomorrow. Let's see what's going on out there. All I want to know from my audience in the comments is it A, regarding bouncer and ambush, or is it scenario B? Leave it in the comments, because this is crazy. Yeah, all sorts of confusing. Yeah? How dare me do that? If you watch my segments, what do I do next? You know the pattern. It's the landing, man. You never know what we might talk about.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.